Hey, it's Lindsay. We're ready for part 2 of our Declutter Your Home series. This is great if you're looking at listing your house or if you just want to stay where you are but you want to feel better. All right, so part 2, we're going to focus on bedrooms and kitchen. There's a lot to do in your bedroom and kitchen. Last week we did part 1. If you want to see last week's video, there's a link to it in the notes or the description here. And then we're also going to put a link to notes for today, so you can quickly print out a sheet of what to do and how to do what we're telling you to. We would love it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. All right, we are on days 8, 9, and 10 now. We're going to take 3 days to focus on closets because closets are kind of a tough one. So remember, we broke this into 30 days to make it feel more manageable. These are things that you should try to tackle within about 15 minutes. Keep in mind that every step you take is progress. So celebrate everything you've done so far. Celebrate the progress that you make in your closets. Take pictures of it, send it to people, brag about it, have a drink, whatever you want to do to celebrate what you've done and feel good about it, because that will keep you moving forward. All right, so closets. You're going to go into your closet. You're going to take 2 boxes again. We're going to have 1 box marked donate and 1 box marked sell. And you're also going to bring a big trash bag in. Brace yourself. I know there's a lot of things in closets that are nostalgic and you feel attached to, but you have made the commitment to cleaning and decluttering, so let's move forward with it without too much. So let's move forward with it. All right, so you're gonna go through every item one by one in your closet. You're either gonna put it in the donate pile if it's like, probably no one's gonna spend money on this. Or you can put it in the sell pile if it's still in really good shape. Maybe you bought the wrong size, or maybe like you just bought something really expensive that you never wear. You could sell it and get money for it. Put that in your sell pile. If it's just totally worn out and it's got like stains and holes in it, then you throw it in the trash pile. If you live in Austin, we have a 0 waste goal by 2040, and so you can call the city and they can send you these green trash bags you can put out by your curb for things that are like worn out clothing and they don't get thrown away. You got to call them like 8 times to get them to come pick it up, but they do if you keep calling and calling and calling. They will. Okay, so remember that you're spreading your closets out over 3 days. So make a plan with the number of closets you have in your house, divide it up, tackle it. When you finish with your boxes, go ahead and take them out. Take the trash straight out to the can or the curb. Take the boxes for donating and put them immediately in your car. So next time you're in your car, you can just drop them off. Take the stuff that you're gonna sell, take pictures of it and stick it up there online, get it sold. All right, day 11, I know days 8, 9, and 10 were a little overwhelming with closets, so day 11 is way easier. We're in the kitchen. All you gotta look at is your Tupperware, like your leftover containers. Go through it, match up lids and containers, and if there's any that don't match, get rid of them. You should be able to recycle them. Then when you're done with that, stack them all up by size and put them back in your cabinet. Okay, day 12 is small appliances and cookbooks. Go through your kitchen appliances. If you haven't used it in more than a year, you don't need it. Get rid of it. That's things like tortilla makers and rice cookers and what else? Like snow cone makers.
The Instapot.
You cannot attack Instapot. They'll go crazy on you. Everybody loves their Instapot. I don't know, like little appliances, like maybe coffee grinders if you don't ever buy whole grain coffee. Whole bean coffee, you know what I'm talking about, extra appliances. If you haven't used it in a year, it's gone. When you're done with that, then you move on to your cookbooks. Cookbooks create so much clutter in the kitchen, okay? So choose a few that are beautiful that you really use or you have sentimental ties to, put them in one pile. Most every recipe can be found online, so get rid of all the cookbooks that you think someday you'll look at, or maybe you have one recipe in, rip it out or make a copy of it. Take a picture on your phone and put it on your Pinterest board. Find a way to condense the cookbooks so you only have 5, 6 beautiful cookbooks that you'll love looking at in your kitchen. Okay, day 13, we're gonna look at the fridge and the pantry. Start in the fridge, go through the door where you have all the condiments. If it's expired, rinse it out and recycle it. Get it out. If it's moldy, if it's seeping liquid into your drawer, this happens. Get it out. Only gonna keep food you're actually going to eat. It's gonna be so nice to look in your fridge and just have food that you actually wanna eat in there. Okay, in the pantry, old spices that are like, you open it up and it's like dried and crusty and gunky, gone. If you grab something and it's stuck to the pantry shelf, it needs to go. Day 14 is countertops, and that's it. I know we talked about countertops last week, but we only did one countertop. Now we're returning to the kitchen and we're doing all of the kitchen countertops. So we need a day for this because there's a few steps. So the first thing you're gonna do is, again, the 2 boxes. You're gonna have one box that is called elsewhere, another box that is called trash, get rid of, be gone, whatever you wanna call it. You're gonna start at one end of your kitchen and work your way around. Everything goes into a box. You're left with like one beautiful item on your countertop. Sorry, that isn't right. You're gonna start at one end of your kitchen and work your way around. If you don't use the item on your countertop every single day, it doesn't get to stay there. So it either needs to find a different home in your elsewhere box, or you can get rid of it if you really don't use it at all. That's it, right? So once you're done with the whole kitchen, then you gotta go back to your elsewhere box. This is where the time comes in. Gotta go through that elsewhere box and find actual good homes for the things that are in there. So they don't have to sit on your countertop and stare at you all the time, but they need to be someplace where you'll logically remember where they are. Be careful with your marriage partner's things. I get in a lot of trouble for throwing away things and getting rid of them when I shouldn't, at least not yet.
Or just putting them somewhere he can't find.
Yeah, or I put them somewhere where we don't know where it is. All right, we're on day 15. We're gonna look at your desk. Whether it's a desk in the kitchen or your study or your bedroom or wherever your desk is, we're gonna clear off your desk. So that means file all the papers that you can. They don't have to be sitting there for you all the time. You can file them so you can find them when you need them. If you want, if it helps, you can make a to-do list out of those files so that you can quickly go say, oh, I need to pull that file and do this. Cross it off the list. Oh, I need to pull this file and do this. So that will help just have one little to-do list on your desk instead of a ton of extra papers. Is that all? All right, all the extra papers you don't need anymore, go ahead and recycle them. And if they have sensitive material on them, then shred them. All right, day 16 and 17, you're gonna go through the drawers in your desk. This can be a lot, so we're giving you 2 days for it. So go through, first pull out all the trash that's in there that you don't need. Then you're gonna group like items together so you can see what you have. So if you have like 3 staplers, you only need 1. Give 2 to your kids or to the neighbor or donate it. So have little groups so you can see what's there. Okay, once you have all the groups, you might need to run out and get some organizers to make them easier to find, so that's why we give you 2 days. So run out and grab whatever you need to keep your paper clips together and your pens together and all of the things you need in your desk sorted out in a way that makes you happy when you look at it. Day 18 and 19, we're in the bathrooms. Open up the cabinets, go through medication first. If it's expired, dispose of it the right way. You might have to look on your city's website or the CDC website to know how to do that properly. Make sure you do it the right way. Cleaning products that you don't use, get rid of them. Biggest thing here is makeup. Makeup and other like products that you bought and don't like. Get rid of those too. So that's day 18. Again, we gave you 2 days so that you could go out and get any organizers you need. I would run to the dollar store and grab tubs and things that you could stack in a neat way in your cabinets to put all the remaining stuff in. And as you put it in, wipe it down and clean it up so it'll look pretty when you open the cabinet. Okay, that does it for this part of the series. Next week we'll start in the living room, but hopefully by now you've got a lot of good momentum and you're feeling good about yourself. Let us know how it's going for you.